the video. The video has started. Start the audio in 3. If I could see myself there. 3, 2, 1. Begin. Welcome to Out of Continues, episode 131, a weekly podcast posted up every Monday in which we talk about video games and related topics. Out of Continues is a member of the Tech Podcast Network at techpodcast.com. I'm your host, Stafa, and with me, we got Adam in the green.
What's going on?
He is the community manager of Out of Continues, which means he just gets a title.
I get a title. Do I get a belt, like a wrestling belt?
Are you working out? Training?
Training.
And then over here we have James.
Hi.
Anyways, so if
Don't
this is
die, Adam.
if this is your first time listening or watching Out of Continues, I'm your host. I am on every episode, or at least try to be, and we post up a new MP3 on the website outofcontinues.com every Monday, and then I post up a video on youtube.com/outofcontinues every Wednesday. So, and we talk about video games and related topics. So, anyways, let's get going and talk about what we're going to talk about this episode, which is first segment will be what have we been playing. After that, we got a few announcements. This episode is just going to be news. I think it's not really new that I'm doing this because the past 2 or 3 episodes I've been doing nothing but news.
Yeah.
So we're going to just talk about news because this is going to be a double whammy recording, two recordings back to back. And after that, that's going to be it. I'm going to call it a show after that. Sound good?
Yup.
Sounds decent.
All right. So, anyways, let's talk about what have you been playing. James.
I love how you both just like...
Would you like to go first?
No.
Adam, would you like to go first?
Sure. Somebody's got to go first.
No, you don't.
Somebody does. So I'll do
Yes,
it.
People calling me up. Family.
Played the newest episode of The Walking Dead.
I did too.
It's awesome.
Yes.
This one seems really, really brutal, but in not a overly gory way, but a brutal way, brutal enough to get a point across.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
That man is the real monster.
Yes. With what's the dude's name?
Carter.
Yeah. Couldn't remember the dude's name. That's awful. Get across how far he's willing to go.
Or was it? It was Carver, not Carter.
Carter, yeah.
Yeah, Carver.
Whatever.
My bad.
Same thing, only different. But it's brutal enough to show how far he's willing to go to get things his way.
Mm-hmm.
And it does a really good job telling that story.
Yeah.
I never liked playing episodic games until they were out, so I wouldn't be anticipating the next release.
Yeah.
But I've played both The Walking Dead Season 2 as it progressed and The Wolf Among Us, and Telltale's, they're awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, they're becoming one of my favorite developers.
Yeah.
One of my favorite studios.
Yeah, mine too.
Yeah. It's just they're constantly releasing content. What's it like? Been about a month since the last the Wolf Among Us,
Yeah.
the last episode. So it seems like each month there's something,
Yeah.
or at least every other month. And they're just so entertaining and so good, so well written. This last episode, I feel like not much happened, but at the same time, the things that did happen was impactful enough to make it a really good episode.
Yeah, I mean, you're confined into the one space, really,
Mm-hmm.
in this episode. But even being just confined in that small quarters,
Yeah.
there's just so much that happens in that little
Yeah.
space.
Totally agree.
It's amazing what they do with what they do.
I'll tell you what, Kenny. I mean, not going into any
Oh.
spoilers, but how is this guy? How did he make it this long? This long? this guy is so irrational.
He's a beast, man.
and like it's not like he is a follower either. He is like, it's either his way or the highway. So it's like, how did he make it this long in the zombie apocalypse with his irrational thinking? And the thing is, like, I was backing him up for a lot of it only because he's, you know, longtime friend. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, he's been there, he's helped out, and like, you know, like in the very beginning, you know, this isn't spoiler because it's just in the very beginning, you know, when they're pretty much saying, hey, let's not escape, let's, you know, wait it out, let's do what he says, and Kenny's like, no, let's blah, 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 blah. And you know,
What?
That's exactly what he said.
Yeah.
You would know this if you played it.
and he's, you know, he's just like, you know, saying all these irrational things, and like, I just agreed with him anyways, because it was either agree with the people who just want to like sit there like rats and die, or the crazy person who wants to escape with a crazy plan. So it's like, I guess I'll go with the crazy person.
Yeah.
And
I mean, no spoilers or anything, but the way that the episode ends so strong.
yeah.
So strong.
Yeah, and I know we chose the same option at the end.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, we're probably not going to get a round of applause from her.
Probably not.
People who played it, they'll get the joke.
They'll get the joke.
They'll get the joke. You don't get the joke.
I was gonna say I'm the only one here with a blank stare on my face.
He looks like a deer in headlights.
But yeah, I mean, it was just a really good episode. I mean, has there been a bad episode?
No.
I mean, other than, let's say, that part in episode 2 of season 1.
Oh. That was a tiny part, though.
Yeah, but other than that, I mean, has there been a bad episode?
No.
It's just a solid series. They're doing solid work. I'm really enjoying what Telltale's doing, and this is why I'm just so hyped up for their other games that are coming out this year with Tales from the Borderlands and
Game of Thrones.
I'm just very excited to play their games, and you know, I liked The Wolf Among Us so much that I purchased Volume 1 of Fables.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I haven't gotten around to reading it yet because, you know, I'm just recuperating from getting it, you know, coming back from all my projects finishing up, you know.
Right.
So now it's like time to play some games, and well, I will
play some games. What are you talking about? You've been playing basically Magic.
Yeah, it's awesome.
How many hours you got in that?
I don't know. Don't matter.
A lot.
I've been playing some Hearthstone. But anyways, yeah, it's just they're just a solid studio. They got like some really talented people writing for them, and it seems like they're improving as far as like having, you know, the quality of the game as far as glitches go.
Yeah.
Because I haven't been noticing any glitches. And man, why do they keep calling me? Come on, bro.
They
Leave me
miss
alone.
you.
They do miss me.
Come home,
You need to
Stoppa.
text somebody and make sure everything's okay.
No, they probably want to see if I'm hungry.
Are you hungry?
Yes, I am.
Oh, he's hungry.
Don't look at me with that tone of voice. I know where you're going with this.
Anyways, you is that all you got on Walking Dead?
Yeah. Can't wait until episode 4.
Yeah, especially since like this story arc has ended
Yeah.
and they're moving on to a new story arc. I remember in season 1, there really was like the only continuing like overbranching story arc that went over multiple episodes was the last 2 episodes, 4 and 5.
Right. When they were in where were they at?
Atlanta.
Yeah.
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 And this one, they we just finished that story arc, so we're gonna. I don't know. I wonder if they're gonna find what's her name from the first episode that Clementine was with.
Oh, yeah.
I can't remember her name.
I can't remember. I mean, she was what, halfway through the first season?
Yeah,
I can't remember her name either.
I don't
Was it Omar and
know. No, it was Omid.
Omid? Whatever.
Yeah.
Same thing, only different.
Totally different. So, anyways, let's move on. James, what have you been playing?
BioShock Burial at Sea Episode 2.
Didn't you play that a while ago?
Yeah, I just haven't talked about it.
Oh, okay.
I've mainly been really playing Forza 5 and
I need to get around to that.
yeah.
I wanted to save that until after I graduated. Now I graduated.
What? You've not played it yet?
Yeah, I haven't played it yet.
What are you thinking?
Well, like I said, I wanted to wait until after I graduated. I graduated a year. I mean, sorry,
You
not
graduated a year ago?
a
I
week,
thought
a week ago.
Didn't I just play this project just the other day? 2 weeks ago? What? 2, 3 weeks?
Yeah, but I graduated last week.
Yeah, no. We missed it.
So, anyways, how'd it go?
It was amazing.
Is it?
They closed the story really well. Since what is it, Irrational shut their doors too?
Mm-hmm. No, they didn't shut their doors. They
got a lot smaller.
yeah, they
Got
got
a lot smaller.
way smaller. And, go on.
I really just don't want to spoil it for you because it's so good.
Well, don't spoil it for me.
Don't be a chump, bro.
Yeah, I didn't spoil Walking Dead for you.
He ain't gonna play it.
Actually, I'm coming from the guy when I say, "Hey, I think I'm gonna buy Wolf Among Us." Just wait till it gets cheaper.
Mm-hmm.
It'll go on sale when the next episode comes out.
So I'll hold off talking about it right now, and then we can talk about it when you're ready to talk about it.
All right. I guess we'll move on to what I've been playing then.
I guess.
Other than Walking Dead, I played that the same day you did.
Right.
I also played, in fact, that same day I played Metal Gear Solid 5 Ground Zeroes, which is the prologue to Metal Gear Solid 5 Phantom Pain, which is supposed to come out like late next year, something like that. And I went in with low expectations because of how short I know it is, but I heard some people say that it was really good despite how short it is.
Reading the screen.
Okay. I know both of you two aren't Metal Gear players,
Nope.
correct? What do you know about Metal Gear?
It was a stealth game.
Snake. That's it. The little tone I hear all the time going off at the card shop or.
Oh well, they have a different voice actor this time. It's no longer David Hayter. It is what's his name? Kiefer Sutherland, who is the guy from 24. And he sounds more like a human because the David Hayter, the guy who did the voice previously for like all the games, he's I don't know whether it's because I've started getting used to better voice acting or if he's just been getting worse, but he's been sounding very cartoony, if that makes sense. But at the same time, even though Kiefer Sutherland sounds more human, it's just really weird that his voice is just completely different. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Because I'm so used to Snake sounding, with this specific voice, and then all of a sudden it's like a completely different person. It sounds better, but it's just I'm not used to it.
It's weird.
Yeah, it is weird. But other than that, I was really disappointed with this. The clock, the in-game clock, after I completed the game, it said 59 minutes. And I took my time. I died a couple of times. I failed a couple of times. And I still finished the game in 59 minutes. Not even an hour.
Not even.
Not even an hour. From start to finish.
Now, is that even doing side quests, or
No.
are there any kind of like side missions?
There are some side missions, like take out these anti-air turrets so that you can call for the extraction helicopter at these certain spots. Otherwise, you have to like go all the way to the very beginning of the game, because that's the only safe spot to call for the helicopter to extract you. I didn't do those, but it's just really disappointing. 59 minutes, and it's not even like there was a lot of story in there either, because there was pretty much there was an intro, there was an ending, and then there was 2 cutscenes within the game when you find the people that you're supposed to extract, because there's 2 people you're supposed to find, and that's it. The entire thing felt like just one tutorial. It felt like a tutorial mission. That's it.
If you say you could put a price on that, what would you price it at?
I think it should have been free.
You think it should have been free?
I think it should have been free. I think it should have been a free downloadable demo. That's what I personally think. I paid $2 for it because I got it from Redbox. So I rented it. I did not purchase it. I rented it, and I personally think it should have been free. It should have been promotional material released, as a downloadable to promote the upcoming game, rather than, hey, let's try to squeeze as much money out of our fans as possible.
That's what, 30 for last gen, or is it 20 for last gen, 30 for this?
It's 20 for last gen if you get the downloadable. If you get it from the store, on a disc, it is 30. For current gen, whether you purchase it on a disc or downloadable, it's still 30. So it's still really expensive. Before it even came out, people were calling it like an overpriced demo or DLC for a game that hasn't even come out yet.
Yeah, isn't that how Gersman?
Yeah, like DLC for a game that hasn't even come out yet. And I wouldn't even call it that. Like, it does not even feel like DLC for a game, because it was just so short. I mean, how long was Burial at the Sea?
What about
Like
at least 2-3 hours?
Each? So that's
The first one wasn't that long.
Okay, but like both of them together, like
Probably
5-6 hours.
probably around 5.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, this was not even that long, and it's more expensive.
Right.
This is more expensive. It's not even that long. It did not even have the story aspects that you would expect out of, a Metal Gear game, because Metal Gear games are very story heavy, very story driven. And this was just mainly like, hey, check it out. We got like one open world rather than having, multiple small places that are connected together with a loading screen in between. It felt the same as the previous Metal Gears, like the structure of the place. It's just the only difference is there was no loading in between the areas. And that was basically it. And it was like, hey, get used to the new controls, which we kind of improved. That's it. I was just really disappointed. I cannot endorse this product and say, hey, check it out. If you're a Metal Gear fan, you probably already checked it out anyways. But it's just hard for me to recommend. I stand by what I said, a few minutes ago, that I think this should have been free. It does not feel like something that is worth paying for.
That's unfortunate.
That is.
Because I know, well, Metal Gear is not my thing. I know it's a lot of people's thing.
Yeah.
And it just seems like they're just trying to squeeze every last dime that they can get out of people that care about the franchise.
Yeah. I mean, like with Metal Gear Solid 2, they bundled that demo with Zone of the Enders. Do you remember that?
I remember the game Zone of Enders.
Yeah, the PlayStation 2 just came out. Zone of the Enders came out, and it had an extra disc with it, which was the Metal Gear Solid 2 demo. And people flocked to purchase Zone of the Enders just for that Metal Gear Solid demo.
So it was kind of like Crackdown.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
It had what was it?
The Halo 3 beta.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I feel like Konami was like, hey, let's do that again. Except instead of bundling it with a game that people wouldn't buy anyways, let's just put the demo on a disc by itself and make as much money as we can off it. And it's very disappointing.
Now, do you think they should discontinue the franchise, or do you think they can still keep running with it?
Personally, I think they should have discontinued the franchise a while ago, because the story is just so convoluted at this point. I've played every game except I haven't finished Peace Walker yet. I want to get back around to finishing that. I just got really busy with schoolwork, and that's why I stopped playing it. And I think I'm more than halfway through that game, but it's just the story is just so convoluted at this point. Even for a person who, like I said and mentioned, I've been trying to keep up with the franchise. For people who have never played a Metal Gear Solid game ever, like you two, it is super hard for either you to get into the franchise because you'd have to pretty much start from the beginning. You'd have to play every game.
So this is this one actually makes you go back to the beginning, or
this one it's right after Peace Walker. Peace Walker came out on PSP, and then it came out on Vita and PS3, the HD versions. So I have it on PS3, and yeah, pretty much the order would be, time-wise, would be Metal Gear Solid 3, and then Peace Walker, and then Ground Zeroes, Metal Gear Solid 5 Ground Zeroes, and then Metal Gear Solid 5 Phantom Pain, and then Metal Gear Solid 2, then Metal Gear Solid 4.
I'm already confused.
Yeah. Yeah, so...
I hate games sometimes. Sometimes games just need to stop.
Yeah, I like Metal Gear Solid, but they're just... It's getting way too convoluted. Metal Gear Rising was pretty cool, though. You didn't need to care about the story. It's stupid things going on. I'm a cyber ninja slashing everything up. Awesome. What the heck is this buff senator dude doing? Oh, he got roided up all of a sudden. Okay, time to fight him. It's pretty redonkulous, but yeah, that's all I got on Ground Zeroes.
Redonkulous.
Yeah, redonkulous.
Seriously?
Yes. What? Okay.
You hurt my head.
So let's move on. You guys ready to move on? I think you're ready to move on.
Definitely ready to move on.
So I'm gonna talk about DreamHost real quick. Always gotta plug in the promo, because DreamHost, they are a web service. They offer unlimited storage, unlimited bandwidth, user-friendly interface. They are also optimized to use content managers such as WordPress and Content 5, and many more features. All that just for $8 $95 US a month. If you use the promo code out of continues, that is one word, no spaces in between, just out of continues, it will waive the setup fee and get you a free domain registration. So check that out. I use DreamHost. I've had no problems with them for the almost 3 years. It's like 2.5 years I've been using them. No issues. Very easy to use. I have 2.5 websites with them. Well, I have 2 domains.
Oh, okay.
One, you're not gonna be heard from that far away.
I was just leaning back.
So, but anyways, I got pretty much 3 websites, but 2 of them use the same domain. One has a sub. Man, stop talking to yourself over there, man. You're distracting me.
Trying to have an intelligent conversation.
You're distracting me, man.
With
You
himself.
and James. I can't have one.
Okay. Anyways, DreamHost, check them out. Let's move on to announcements. Just a few announcements real quick. First one, I would like to see more iTunes reviews. If you use iTunes, I'd really appreciate it. James, you use iTunes.
You have an iPhone?
Yeah, if you got an iPhone, James,
Right?
and you can leave an iTunes review, please. That would really help me out.
Let me do that right now.
That is one of the single most helpful things you as a listener or a viewer can do for the show, which is leave an iTunes review.
Oh, then never mind about James.
Right?
Also, Indie PopCon coming up in a couple weeks, and I'm going to be there. So just wanted to remind the listeners if you're in the Indianapolis area, check out Indie PopCon. They are it's going to be at the Indianapolis Convention Center. They are a pop culture and comic convention. Going to have a bunch of
They have a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, they're going to have a bunch of celebrities. They're going to have a replica of the Tumblr there.
Awesome.
Yes, and that's kind of funny that they announced that, because the Comic-Con that was crap that was here 2 months ago, they had I think it was a replica of the Adam West.
Old school Batmobile.
Yeah, Batmobile.
Awesome.
So this Indie PopCon, which is like competition with Comic-Con, they have the Tumblr. So that's just kind of funny.
I mean, they're, from what I read about, or what they have on their website, they have a bunch of different genres of stuff that's going to be there.
Yes,
So
video games, comics,
fantasy, sci-fi, horror, just a bunch of stuff.
Riverdance.
There's going to be Riverdance there?
Riverdance?
Both you guys got so excited. Holy moly! Riverdance.
My grandma's gonna show up.
So yeah, I'm gonna be booth 10:30. Check it out. Also, another announcement is I updated the website outofcontinues.com. Check it out. I finally put up the new logo that I've had for a while. I just haven't used it on the website. I've had this logo for 4 months or so by now.
Yeah, something like that.
I think I got it in February.
Which I find it funny.
So
You've got a new shirt? I've got a new shirt. He's got an old one.
oh well.
Oh,
Your hoodie just fell.
the last Bolt Hunter has fallen.
I think the image is mirrored. So when you show the logo,
It's alright. They'll get it.
oh well.
Anyway,
They'll scan my QR code.
Unlike you guys, I didn't purchase 8 new shirts. So
I didn't purchase 8 shirts.
all right, 6 new
I got
shirts.
6.
All right, okay.
Math is OP.
He can't math. He's like Kyle.
What's math have to do with how many shirts you have? I don't remember.
You said 8.
Oh well,
I
like
said 6.
that's more of.
Counting is OP?
I'm not counting things that are in front of me. How can I count something that's not in front of me? Come on now.
We've sent pictures, and you've seen pictures.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh well, I don't know.
Moving on.
Moving on. I got. Speaking of the websites, I put up the 2.5 websites. One website I put up is Beware the Bully. So if you go to staffaelhassani.com/Beware the Bully, you can play Beware the Bully, which is the game that I've been working on the past 4 months. So you can finally play it for yourself. It is available online. I'm going to put the link in the show notes. I'll try to remember to put the link in the YouTube description.
And you will love it.
Yeah, a lot of people have really liked it, so hopefully, you'll like it too. You will like it. You. Hopefully you'll like it. Let me know if you...
It's not nice to point.
It's not nice to point, James. But let me know what you think of the game. If you play it, send me a tweet or an email or something. Let me know what you think of the game, and hopefully you like it, because I put a lot of time and effort in this game. Bashed my head against my computer monitor trying to figure things out.
He broke 3 of them.
I broke 9.5 of them. And
We go with counting again.
But stop counting your fingers, guys. Anyways, the
Gimmick infringement.
The game is up, and hopefully you guys enjoy it. It's I even put up a lot of videos on the website that I go over my game design choices, why I set the game up in a certain way, why I did certain things to the levels and the bully and all that stuff. So
Magneto?
Yeah, exactly, Magneto.
He posted the. I'm having a brain fart. Your presentation.
I not only posted that up, but I made 3 videos last night going over each level. Each video I go over 2 levels, so I didn't want one really long video.
Right.
I wanted to keep it within 10 minutes or so each. So
I'll post those on the Twitter.
It's up on the website, so check it out. Enjoy it, please. So let's move on to our main topic, which is gaming news. News sound.
Oh. Oh. You got a soundboard over there?
No, that's all me.
That's all you.
That's 100% pure
How'd you
Staffa.
manage to put that in the budget?
Slap him! You ain't got to whisper? Just smack him!
Anyways, let's talk about the first news, which is changes to Xbox Live Gold. In fact, the first 2 pieces of news are Microsoft related.
First 3.
First 3, yes, they is. So let's talk about the first one, which is changes to Xbox Live Gold. Starting on June, they are going to stop charging for Netflix, HBO. Well, not. They're going to stop charging you to use Xbox Live Gold to access Netflix.
They're taking
HBO,
them behind the paywall.
Yeah, HBO Go, Hulu,
So basically, it's now kind of like a streaming box, pretty much.
Twitch. Well, no, basically it's like PlayStation Plus now.
Yeah, it's literally like PlayStation Plus, the changes that they're going through.
Yeah.
But go on, and then we'll talk about that later.
You no longer keep your games that are games for gold. You don't keep them forever. You only keep them as long as you have a gold subscription. And they're also apparently giving refunds to people who have gold subscription as well, because they are drastically changing the the infrastructure of the gold subscription, and there are plenty of people who have gold just for the fact that they want Netflix or one of these streaming services. So you're able to get a refund, and I will leave a link in the show notes on if you want to read up on how exactly you want to get a refund.
What? It wasn't that long ago. I do believe somebody from Microsoft was talking about the differences in PlayStation Plus and Xbox Live Gold. One of their big things was, well, you get to keep our games.
Yeah, Phil Spencer.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was like, "Yep." You
And
can
then-
keep our games.
And then Microsoft doing one of their patented 180s.
hmm
I mean, I think that's their finishing move. It is their leg drop. I mean, we'll see even more 180s the next article as well, but it's just it's smart for them to take that stuff from behind the paywall, so you ain't got to pay to watch Netflix and stuff like that twice.
Yeah.
The way that they're going to do it now with you don't
well,
get
it's harder to justify. It is not hard. It is impossible to justify at this point because of the fact that everything else has Netflix and you don't have to pay for it. Like you could get, the Google Chromecast or a Roku or, you have smart TVs now that have Netflix
my TV at home does.
programmed into it. Like it is
Mine's not
impossible
smart.
to justify it, and I don't think it's a jab at Microsoft themselves when I say that it's dumb that they were charging for it. It's more of a jab at the people who
Paid
were,
just to
yeah
use
who
it.
who paid for it and were okay with it. Who are like, well, Xbox Live is better than the other one, so I'm going to pay for it anyways, and it's fine. I'm going to use it for Netflix. It's like, come on, dude, get real.
You're being stupid.
Get real, man. My phone has Netflix.
I mean, hopefully with the changes to the games for gold, or whatever they're going to call it, I guess they're going to keep on changing, or keep the name or whatever.
Mm.
Hopefully that means they're going to have newer games.
Mhm.
Because before, just how... Defense Grid.
Defense Grid. Great game, but
Oh, awesome game.
it's old, really old, and it was like what, $10 when it first came out, $10 or
Yeah.
$15. Come on now. I think one of the main reasons why they dropped. This is all speculation, though. I think one of the main reasons why they dropped, keeping the games forever, is probably for the contracts with the developers or publishers on getting these games for the future. Like Phil Spencer has mentioned, hey, we want to get better games, and I'm going to have a hands-on part as far as getting these better games for the Games for Gold. And it's probably really difficult for them to make a contract with a publisher and say, hey, we're going to offer your game, and they're going to be able to download it forever for the rest of their lives.
Right.
Regardless on whether they paid the subscription or not. And that's my guess. It's 100% pure speculation. I might be completely wrong, but that's what I think. I think it just makes their contract process easier when you have to have the subscription to download the game.
I think you're 100% correct. Because why would these companies want to give away their brand new games on the Xbox One?
Mhm.
Forever. Just take it.
Thanks.
You're right on that. Whether it's purely speculation.
It is speculation. I could be wrong.
It's speculation, but
Yeah.
that's what it is.
Yes, especially if they start getting newer games. I mean, like this last month they had Hitman Absolution, which is what, 1 or 2 years old at this point.
Yeah, I think I got it on PlayStation Plus last year sometime.
Yeah, and but still, it's probably the newest game that they had offered on Games for Gold.
Because this month's what? Saints Row 3, I think.
Yeah, which is older.
And they still haven't released any for Xbox One, have they?
Exactly.
What am I paying?
You're paying to play online. and you were paying so we could use Netflix and
WWE.
WWE Network.
But yeah, let's move on.
Yeah.
Xbox One no longer is going to be bundled with a Kinect. Oh, are you looking at a Kinect?
No, you just turned on his
turned
Xbox.
on my Xbox.
Oh, did I?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
I wonder what that ding was.
As soon as he said that, I'm like, it's gonna turn on.
So, anyways, everyone saw this coming. You know, as soon as Microsoft revealed their price point last year at E3, and then Sony revealed their price point and said, you know, there's no PlayStation Eye connected to it. Did I just turn off the Xbox by saying PlayStation Eye?
You scared it.
No.
You know,
No.
like
Hold strong.
I feel like everybody knew this was going to come eventually. Regardless as to, you know, Microsoft saying, no, they're one and the same.
Well, they were saying at first that it wouldn't be able to run without it.
Yeah. And then they 180'd that. And,
Patented.
and now they 180'd again. You know, it's going to be $100 less. There are rumors, excuse me, that it's going to be more powerful without the Kinect, because the Kinect uses up 10% of the processing for the Kinect apps. And there is also a rumor that the voice commands are going to be possible on a headset. So,
Go and plug my Kinect.
yeah. So, I mean, like I said, I feel like everybody saw this coming. There are some developers, specifically Harmonix, who are upset because Harmonix, you know, has been working on Kinect games, you know, like Just Dance, and they're working on the new Fantasia game.
Right.
And a couple of developers from Harmonix post on Twitter. They're like, "Okay, great," you know, sarcastically.
Yeah.
Like I said, they should have seen this coming. Everybody saw this coming. And I'm sorry, but like, if you choose to develop a game specifically for Kinect, you're taking a huge risk because how many people are going to play it? Nobody uses the Kinect for games.
No, everybody uses it for what you just did. Xbox on.
Did it turn on again?
No, no, it's still on. That's the only thing people use the Kinect for.
Xbox off.
Wait a second. Wait a second.
Yes.
Is it off?
No.
Oh, okay. All right. Oh well. I'm sorry though. Like they should have known that they were taking a risk. You know, like they're pretty much, you know, these developers at Harmonix. They're like, oh, great, there goes our game. No one's gonna play it now. And it's like, did you really expect a lot of people to, like, you know, want to play this game? Motion controls are on live support.
They're
on
it's over.
Yeah.
It's all over
Yeah.
for motion controls.
And it seems like the new gimmick that people really want to get into now are VR.
Yeah. I mean, because you got, obviously, the Oculus. Sony has what? The Morpheus, I think is what it's called.
Yeah. And you got the Neo and Trinity and... I made it funny.
You're the only one that's laughing.
That's how funny it was. So funny that even I found it funny. So anyways.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I don't have much else to say other than everyone saw this coming. What do you guys think?
Yeah. Everybody's seen it coming except Microsoft.
I know they knew it was coming. They just wanted to hide the fact that it was coming.
Right. Well, that's what I mean. They kept denying the fact that they were going to have to get rid of it.
How long has the Xbox One been out?
6 months? 7 months?
See, I said it was, what, Adam, going to be a year when they're going to start offering it without the Kinect to compete with the price. So I wasn't far off.
Well, aren't you just a genius?
Yes.
No, I
made it funny, too.
Yeah.
there's no way they're gonna wait a year. I mean, like I knew.
Especially with as bad as their sales have been.
Yeah, it is obviously a choice that they made because of the sales numbers.
Oh yeah.
They are in second place. You know.
They are gonna try to play catch up, and they're gonna try to play catch up in a race they can't win.
And you know, this is a smart move because they are this early in. They are trying to. They realize they're behind and they are trying to adjust. Unlike Nintendo, who is like, they're not even our competition, so I don't even know what you're talking about.
We're Nintendo, bro.
Yeah. They keep ducking me,
What?
bro.
They ducking me, bro. One bad thing that I see about them taking the Kinect out, they're not offering early adopters anything.
You know, that's their fault. Like, when you're an early adopter, you are taking that risk.
I understand that, but I think that they, as a company, should offer something.
No, I don't think so.
I think they should.
I don't think so.
I do.
Of course you do, because you own it.
Duh.
When you're an early adopter, one, you're taking the risk, and two, everybody saw this coming. People were calling it on day, like, on the day that
on
it
day
was
one?
announced. Not even day one.
Did they get an achievement?
on
The
E3,
most useless achievement?
on the announcement, people were saying, "Oh, there's gonna be a Connectless bundle eventually." People were calling it, and then you had the fanboys who have their their horse blinders on. They're like, "Nope, it's not gonna be removed. It is Microsoft just told me it's one and the same. I gotta follow what they say. I'm gonna get it. And now they're complaining, "Oh no, I spent too much money. I don't even use this Kinect. Give me compensation."
I'm not saying that they should give them 5.5 free games. I think what they should do is give them something that doesn't really cost them any money. Give them all a free month subscription.
Defense grid.
Whatever. But I think that they should offer their early adopters, their people that went out and they spent stupid amounts of money on a stupid console that has like one game on it.
I don't think. I mean, that would look good on Microsoft.
That's what I'm saying.
That would look good, just similar to when Nintendo gave the early 3DS adopters those games.
That's
but
exactly my point.
They don't have to do it.
They don't have to, but they should.
I think the people who are complaining, like the people who purchased the Xbox One, are complaining like, "Oh, I spent too much money." It's like, well,
you shouldn't have bought it then.
Yeah,
if you feel that you spent too much money, you shouldn't have bought it.
Yeah.
I'm not saying they have to. I'm saying that it would look good. It would be good PR for them to give something, like a free month. They don't have to give away games because, I mean, what games do they have?
Rise.
Yeah, I heard that was a flop.
Oh, of course.
They can give away a free character on Killer Instinct.
Even something stupid like that. It would be something, whether or not people use it or not, it would be something for the early adopters to use. That's the way I see it.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it would look good on Microsoft, but I don't think they have to.
I'm not saying they have to. Nope.
All right, let's go on and talk about some Halo.
Halo.
You guys want to talk about Halo?
Okay, and Halo's done.
There's Chad Warden.
I think you want to talk about Halo, right?
Not really.
You don't like Halo?
You've got like 15 Halo 3s over there.
Yeah.
My brother has 15 Halo 3s over there.
Adam,
I only own Halo 4.
Adam, you should grab them and like put them on
Yeah,
camera.
go ahead. Bring them over here.
You should put them on camera.
We've got all those. Halo 4 right there by
I'm
the.
not worried about Halo 4.
No, just get all the Halos.
Yeah,
Anything
just
that
get all
says
the.
anything that
anything
says
that
Halo,
Halo.
anything that says Halo, grab it.
Oh, we got Halo Wars. All right.
Where's Halo Wars?
Right there next Legacy of Kain.
I was like my school's media lab has like 4 copies of Halo Wars
There we go.
for who knows why. So yeah.
Halo Wars. Nice still case. Love those.
That is a
things.
cool looking case.
Yeah. Yeah.
That is very cool.
I don't think the game's in there.
No, I think they said
Yeah,
most
yeah.
of these are Charles's.
Halo.
Yeah, game's not in there.
You got Halo 4.
This is a very cool case. I like this.
Then you got Halo 3.
Trying to
Yeah.
remember what this looks like.
Halo
Ooh.
3. Then you got
Halo 3. I can't remember how many copies my brother bought. We had more than that. I'd thrown out some.
You doing
cases.
LAN parties or something?
Or
Makes sense.
So Halo 5 got announced. Let me do this screen share real quick. Screen share on Halo 5. Okay, so here's the new image. This is going to be the cover image for the box, and you got this new character who is apparently a male. That's what they said. I thought it was female when I saw it first, because large chest, small arms, kind of curvy looking. I thought it was female personally,
Yeah, I thought so too.
but they said it's a male, and it's a new character, not a character that's has been in Halo, and it looks to me from seeing how this image is set up, with Master Chief on the bottom upside down, it looks like Master Chief might be playing like a secondary role in this game, kind of like in Halo 2, where you played as him like half the game, and the other half you played as the Arbiter.
Yeah.
So that's my guess. I have not played any Halo game after 3. I have not played Reach. I have not played ODS, TFPS, Elemental P. What? I have not played Halo 4. Have you played Halo 4, James?
yes,
Is it good?
it was all right. I liked more of the Spartan Ops better than I actually liked the game itself.
Is it worth playing for like someone like me who's mildly interested in Halo?
Yeah.
All right.
I'll let you borrow my 360.
Sure.
I'll let you borrow my Halo 4.
All right. Sounds good. Sounds good to me. I'll play it whenever like after Indie PopCon.
Okay.
But yeah, I haven't played Halo 4, so I don't know what happened in the story. I mean, obviously, it looks. What do you think of my speculation? How about you speculate with me?
I speculate with you.
Oh,
Yes.
remember, he knows more with Halo 4.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Then-
Go ahead.
I really didn't. I liked Halo 4, but it seemed like they just tried to drag on a story in there too. Like they added, what was it, the Guardians,
Hmm.
with not really any tale to it. I mean, Adam watched me play it and played a little with me, and there wasn't much backup to the story. So maybe this is going to give more story development to the Guardians. Maybe
No,
what's it called? Oh,
Guardian.
Guardians.
Halo
Well, there you
5
go.
With the way that looks, it looks like dude is standing over like a lake, and it's a reflection. And then you see Master Chief in the reflection, because it looks like water to me. Because you
Kind of, yeah.
that just what it looks like to me.
See, I can't really go on my speculation because then I'll spoil the story a little bit for you. So
That's why I was saying, remember, he's played Halo 4. You haven't, so he knows more what happened
Okay.
than what you do.
I mean, I have heard some things, like I heard Cortana is gone. Don't know how, but that's what I've heard. But I mean, other than that, that's pretty much all I know.
Well, you know more than I do then.
You excited for Halo 5? Not really.
I'll pick it up, but that's more for one of those things where I play it with my brother, just like Call of Duty. And the majority of the time I play is usually with my brother or with friends. I'll play through the storyline once and that's it.
Well,
And
I'm assuming they're probably gonna have some kind of heavy co-op component to this game because of the fact that that you have Master Chief and this new character both on the cover. So I don't know, but aside from Halo 5 itself, this makes me question whether what is Microsoft going to announce at E3, because we're only like half a month away from E3 or so.
they've already announced
And-
the Connectless Xbox.
Yeah.
They've announced
They
Halo
got they got
5.
these huge announcements. I mean, Halo 5 obviously one of their big guns.
Yeah. Well, from what I read, it's just a rumor going around, but they're gonna come out with the HDified stuff. You have Halo, Halo 2.
Halo 3.
I don't
HD.
know. I feel like they should have, if that was their bomb that they wanted to drop, that they should have dropped this one at E3.
I agree.
The HD right now.
Yeah.
You
I don't know. Who knows? They might have something.
Yeah.
What else?
I
do
guess
they
another
have?
way to push sales would be to put Halo on your Xbox One, hopefully, and that'd help push stuff out the door.
I'm just not a big fan of how like these E3 announcements are like basically being announced.
beforehand.
Yeah, like a month. We're finding out things like the past few years. We're finding out things like a month before E3.
Yeah, because last year there was a leak with the
Leaky faucet.
Xbox One,
Yeah, and
and
like
like a French ad or something.
and Titanfall, which I felt like was the most impressive looking game I saw at E3. We learned about that from the Game Informer cover like a month before
Yeah.
E3. So I don't know. I'm not really a big fan of that, but let me turn screen sharing off. Hello, I'm back.
I'm back.
I'm back.
It's normal.
Alright, so let's talk about the next piece of news, which is Far Cry 4. You know what? Let me get that on the screen as well. Because
Oh
we got a
yeah.
picture. Here it is. Alright, there's the picture. Let me see if I get like a bigger image of that. And let me screen share that real quick. Doop. Screen share. Start. Alright, so here's Far Cry 4. Apparently this game takes place in the Himalayas. That's what they said, right?
I do believe so.
Yeah. And apparently the bad guy is Julian Assange.
So he can dance, right?
Julian Assange, you know who he is?
No.
The
I
WikiLeaks
don't.
guy.
I know who. Never mind.
What's
Never-
dancing got to do with it?
You haven't seen the videos of him dancing?
No.
Dude, watch him dance. He's creepy.
They've already. I was looking at that. They already made a cover with Willy Wonka and the Chocolate
Yeah.
Factory.
I don't know about you guys, but doesn't his leg look unproportional to the rest of his body?
Yes, it does.
Like it looks small.
Yes. Maybe he has short legs. I got short legs. What are you trying to say?
You're unproportional. That's what I'm trying to say.
It happens. It's normal.
I'm kind of disappointed of this announcement because Far Cry 3 did really well as far as sales and like reviews. A lot of people really liked Far Cry 3. I liked Far Cry 3 until like 2/3 into the game. That's when the game completely changed.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's true. I forgot about that last island.
I mean, it's been a couple years, so I think we could talk about it, right?
I mean, yes, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a couple years. If you haven't played Far Cry 3 at this point, you probably aren't even interested in playing it.
Yeah, James.
So,
Isn't it like a PlayStation exclusive, or is it? Or no, you can get it for.
man,
PC.
you...
I've never played any of the Far Cry.
Smack you.
Jabron.
I've never played any of the Far Cry.
So,
I don't know.
anyways, Voss was the most interesting character in that game, by far.
Oh yeah.
And he died 2/3 into it, and he gets replaced by this completely different bad guy who's like above him, and like the bad guys completely change. Like they're now Americans in like heavy armor, and just everything about the game completely changed. It just feels like that last third of the game was made by a different studio that made the first 2/3.
Oh yeah. Now that I remember that last island, thanks, Staffa. I tried to forget.
Well,
because it was such a good game before you got to that last part.
Mm.
You got to that last part, and it's just like,
It's like, what just happened?
it just cut the legs out right from underneath it.
And everybody really liked Voss.
Yeah.
So when they announced, they're like, hey, we hear the fans really like this game, and this game sold really well. We're going to make a new one sooner than, how long it took us to make Far Cry 3, after Far Cry 2.
Yeah.
So I was thinking they're going to bring Voss back. Like, whether it's a prequel that he's the bad guy again, or whether it's a prequel in which you play as him and watch him go crazy. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
I think that would have been really cool because he's a really good actor too. Like he has videos on his YouTube channel in which where he is dressed up as Voss and he's like messing with McLovin and torturing him.
I don't know. I mean, I'm looking forward to Far Cry 4. I'm looking forward to see what they do.
Yeah, I mean, like maybe this new Julian Assange looking dude, maybe he's gonna be a good character, but it's just kind of disappointing. It's like I want Voss. Guy's crazy. I want him to tell me one more time the definition of insanity. Just remind me, because I forgot.
Always remember. Always. Coca-Cola.
So, do you have any other opinions on this?
No, I'm just looking forward to it. That's why I put it in there, because I seen it and I got excited.
Alright, so I'm going to stop screen sharing.
James doesn't have an opinion on it because he thinks Far Cry is a PlayStation exclusive.
Yeah, I don't have an opinion.
Oh, well, like before we move on, like there was something that they talked about. A character named Herc from Far Cry 3 is returning, and I don't remember a character named Herc. Was he maybe he was in the co-op? Because the co-op had a completely different campaign.
Couldn't tell you. I never played the co-op.
Yeah, I never played the co-op
Me
either. And from what I heard, the co-op was not very good, so I didn't even give it a try.
Right.
The single player was good enough. It was awesome. It was like
You should
Skyrim
play.
with guns.
No, it looked a lot better in Skyrim.
So I don't know, like, why the heck are they bringing back this character that no one knows? Oh, Herc is back. Who?
Well, maybe it's just me and you that don't know who Herc is.
Okay.
He doesn't know who anybody is.
Right?
Okay, for the listeners out there or the viewers, if you have played Far Cry 3, write in and let me know if you know who Herc is or if you don't know who Herc is.
I'm just saying, you're
You know,
jumping to conclusions saying nobody remembers who Herc is.
I want to hear from the listeners. I want to get a consensus on whether people know who the heck Herc is, because I don't know who Herc is. So let's go on to the next news article we got. PlayStation Now is launching with hundreds of titles. When are they launching? I hear some dogs outside.
Yes, you do. That is a dog barking.
It's probably going to be on the podcast.
Moo.
Bella, shut up.
So I didn't look at this article. Adam, did you look at it?
Whenever I put it up, I can't even remember when. I mean, it's only from 3 days ago, though.
Okay, so I'll
Sure,
just
let's
read this real
watch it.
quick. During yesterday's invite-only PlayStation event, IGN spoke with SCEA's PlayStation Now marketing specialist Todd Liss, where he revealed PlayStation Now would have hundreds of titles at launch. However, following the story being published, an SCEA rep said that they haven't confirmed the number of titles available on PlayStation Now at launch. Of course, there's still a chance the launch numbers will be in the hundreds, but Sony's likely wanting to remain vague on the exact number in case changes arise. As well, at the event, Uncharted 3 Drake's Deception was shown being played on the PlayStation 4, while Ratchet & Clank Into Nexus was shown being played on the PlayStation Vita, suggesting both might come to the PlayStation Now at some point. Uncharted 3 was previously shown on Gaikai's website to cost $4.99 for a rental. No other PlayStation Now information seems to have been revealed, though with E3 just a few weeks away, we should be hearing more soon. In closed beta right now for US gamers, PlayStation Now is expected to launch this summer in the US, with Canada and Europe set to follow at later date. So summertime is when they're expecting to release it. I don't know. I don't know if this is a service that I'll want to subscribe to. Depending on the titles and how it works.
Price.
Yeah, the price. Because it seems like they have like a rental system. Seems like there'll be like a subscription system. So I don't know. Well, I'll have to like see. I'll need more concrete details on this before I make a choice.
Right. I mean, I can't remember who it was. Who was it was talking about he hadn't. His main problem with the systems are they're not backwards compatible.
Was it David or was it?
I think it might have been David.
I think it was David.
I
David
mean,
or Robert?
with the PlayStation Now, that basically it's fake backwards compatibility.
Yeah.
Which is what I was actually talking to him about it the other day. I mean, it's a good thing if you want to say you want to go back and you want to play God of War 3 just because God of War 3 is awesome.
Yeah.
And you don't have a PlayStation 3 or your PlayStation 3 is put up or you don't have God of War 3 because Patrick still has it.
Or your PlayStation 3 is broke.
Yeah. Anyway. You can just do it on that with the rental or whatever.
Right.
I wonder how new the games will be on there, because like I rented from Redbox Metal Gear Solid, Ground Zeroes. Yes, and that is a game that if anyone is interested in playing should rent it and not buy. So I wonder how new the games will be on this service. I'm wondering if like they will have new releases that you can get for like $5, and then like if they're a year old, they get added to the subscription Netflix style library. I don't know.
That would probably be smart of them to do. Like that, kind of tier it.
Mhm.
Because, I mean, eventually it's going to be, oh, well, we're not making games for PlayStation 3 anymore, even though Sony seems like they support their consoles for like 10 years after nobody plays them.
Mhm.
I mean, how long ago was it they stopped supporting the PlayStation 2? Like a year ago? Or 2 years ago? 3 years ago? Something like that?
Something. I don't know. Let's move on, though. You guys ready to move on?
Yup.
Yep.
We're going to talk about some Batman.
Batman. Not
Let me
that.
pull this image up. So, a photo of Batman has come up on the interwebs, and the dogs are still barking. So here's Batman. I know this isn't video game related, but whatever.
Kinda. It's Batman.
It's
He's
Batman.
everything
It's
It's
related.
Batman. So this is Ben Affleck Batman. I know on your TV the contrast is not looking too good. If you looked at my monitor, you could see a little better.
I can't really.
You can't
Okay,
really
there we
see
go.
it. Yeah, like it's pretty dark on your monitor for
Yeah.
some reason. But yeah, that looks pretty cool. What do you think?
It's Batman, so I'm interested.
Right.
I mean that.
It's not. At least he doesn't have nipples.
It's true.
That's Batmobile looks awesome.
Yeah, they were saying it's a mixture between like the Tim Burton's Batmobile.
Man, that doesn't look like a mixture of anything. That
Looks like a mixture of awesome, is what it looks like
Yeah.
to me.
Right.
I mean, like if you're about to say it looks like a mixture between Tim Burton's and the Tumbler, no, that doesn't. That
What were you gonna say then?
No, the article you guys put on there with video feed was like one with like Tim Burton's, and what was one from Batman Forever or Batman and Robin?
that looks more like the Batman Beyond Batmobile.
Couldn't tell you.
That show is awesome. How come you didn't watch it? You're fired.
I'm fired.
Yes, everyone's fired.
Well, you know what?
You're fired. That's gonna be really loud for the YouTube listeners.
Well, they're fired.
But as far as his costume goes, some people are complaining about his ears being too small. I don't care. I think they look fine.
Right.
I think having big bunny ears would look too goofy. So I think those look fine. Some people are saying, hey, it looks like a mix between the Christopher Nolan Batman and something else, Tim Burton Batman. Like, I don't see it. It doesn't look like Christopher Nolan Batman at all.
No, it looks like it's a different universe of Batman.
Yeah, like because Christopher Nolan Batman looked like body armor.
Yeah.
Like it looked very like futuristic
Pieced
Kevlar
together.
vest.
Yeah.
Right.
That looks old schooly, like just straight up.
Yeah, like you could
I'm Batman,
you
yo.
could see abs
I am
and
Batman,
biceps
yo.
on that suit. So it doesn't look like Christopher Nolan at all.
No.
But yeah, I just want to share this image real quick and talk about it. I think I'm excited for this movie. What about you guys?
Like I said, it's Batman. I'm excited.
2016.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. It's the movie's
it
coming
Ju-
out 2016, 2 years from now. Come
Like
on,
July 5th, 2016 or something like that.
something. It's ridiculous. But since it's a video game podcast, I'm gonna add this in as well because might as well. We're talking about Batman. Go back to someone trying to come in here. So okay,
For being
here's
rated.
a screenshot from
Arkham Knight.
Arkham Knight with Batman with bigger ears, and and apparently he is looking at some holographic crime scene thing.
That sounds like a really technical term.
Yes, that is a technical term. One thing worth noting about his armor is that this takes place after Arkham City, but he is more armored up like how he looked in Arkham Origins.
You remember what I said earlier about Metal Gear Solid? Sometimes I hate games.
Yes.
Right.
I mean, like it made sense that he was
But-
armored up in Arkham Origins and not in Arkham City because of the fact that he's new at being Batman,
Right.
and he needs a little bit more armor. So I don't get why. Other than the fact that Rocksteady was like, you know what, that looked really cool. Let's do that too. So that's a screenshot of this Batman, and let's look at a few more screenshots. Here is this awesome looking Batmobile. That looks hardcore. That looks more like a mix between Tim Burton and the Tumbler.
Yeah.
Because you can see like both of them.
I forgot that you were going to be able to drive in this.
Right.
I You remember that Batman Begins game that came out on Xbox and PS2?
I never played it, but I remember it coming out.
Yeah, I didn't play it either, but from the videos I saw, the parts that you played, that you drove the Batmobile were pretty much Burnout 3, because it was an EA game.
Burnout.
And they just straight up ripped the Burnout engine and replaced the car with the Batmobile, and there was even those transparent walls with the arrows, at the turns.
Why can't they make an old school Burnout?
I don't know, because they're too busy making Need for Speeds because they sell better.
How?
So because of the name. So here's another picture of Batman. Looks like Chinatown. Something. I don't know.
He might be in Chinatown.
Might be in Chinatown, Gotham. And then we got Harley Quinn. Still looking like a floozy. And that's it. That was a really fun segment for the people who are listening to the podcast. Showing off pictures. Oh well. I mean, I try to describe the stuff, but whatever.
All right.
You guys have any anything to add on that?
Nope.
No? What about you, James? I know you got plenty to say,
No.
because you've been talking a lot this whole podcast.
Spoken in every little segment we've had. I'm doing well.
2 words.
Woohoo! Hi. Kaboom. Alright, so let's wrap things up. So, last week I talked about a giveaway that we're doing. Man, someone's doing doing some yard work right now.
That would be my dad.
You should go stab him.
Not his dad.
throw a shoe at him. There you go. But anyways, last week we talked about a giveaway. We have 5 games to give away: Deus Ex Human Revolution Augmented Edition with the Missing Link DLC, Guacamelee Gold Edition, Dust and Elysian Tale, Surgeon Simulator 2013, Monaco What's Yours Is Mine, and Adam is about to die over here because
I'm good.
he's about to bleed from his nose.
No, I'm breathing. It's good.
So 5 games are really awesome for Steam. I wouldn't say Surgeon Simulator is that awesome. It's cool, but the other games are really awesome.
It's fun. Why are you hating?
I'm not hating. It's just in comparison to those other games. Those other games are awesome.
You hating.
Alright, Surgeon Simulator I played for an hour and I never touched it again.
It's because you're lame.
It's because the game is it's like...
Disinstall Magic off your computer and you will get to other things.
Did you just say disinstall?
Disinstall. If I uninstall Magic, I still
Disinstall it.
I would not play more Surgeon Simulator. Oh my god, this is getting louder. I really hope this... There's no way this is not going to be on the podcast. People are going to hear it. People are going to hear it. This is ridiculous. I should play some music right now.
Get some elevator music.
Yeah. But anyways...
What's that window?
I think it is closed.
No, it's open.
Oh, it's open? Can you close it?
It's gonna look like heaven out there when you open
Yeah.
the window.
Oh well, gotta do something.
Not much of a change.
It's a little better.
It's quite a bit different.
Okay, so anyways, last week I mentioned I'm doing this giveaway. All you gotta do is send an email to podcast@outofcontinues.com with the phrase "Amigo, please," and you'll be entered into this giveaway. We're gonna draw 5 winners. The first winner will get their first dibs on picking any of those 5 games. Second winner will get second dibs, and so on and so forth. The final winner will get what's left.
What's wrong, James?
I'm good.
Hey,
Hey.
stop interrupting me. Anyways,
What's wrong with Amigo, please?
We're good.
so just send an email, subject line, podcast giveaway, and within the email just say Amigo please, and you'll be entered in the giveaway. Do we have a deadline on this?
No.
Okay, I think we're going to let's go until
After any PopCon?
I was gonna say let's end it at Indie PopCon.
Okay, that's fine. I mean, that gives them, what, 2 weeks?
Yeah, 2 weeks.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so unless we have less than 5 entrants, because no one has entered yet. We have 0 entries for this so far, and we need at least 5. So if we have less than 5, I might do an extension. Hopefully, we get through this and have some entrants, but
I don't care.
if you have won a giveaway previously, don't be shy. If you're a listener of the podcast and you're supporting our show, this is for you.
I mean, I can cover this better than you can right now. If you listen to the podcast, this is for you. This is not for the people that just follow the feeds for me to drop Steam keys. This is for the listeners or the viewers.
Yeah.
That's it. Period. Just write in, say Amigo please in the email.
Yeah.
And you'll be entered to win.
We're not going to sell your email or anything. Well, I don't even know how to.
Why would I want to do that anyway?
Yeah, this is for the
crap's
this is
dirty.
Yeah, this is to reward the listeners for supporting us, and this show our appreciation.
Yeah, it's to thank our listeners.
Yeah, we have like clowns like Crash Bandicoot on Twitter saying that.
Why were we just talking about this yesterday? It's the greatest game in the world, Adam.
Anyway, don't interrupt him.
Like Crash Bandicoot was sending you direct messages on Twitter saying, I don't even know if this dude was speaking English or if it was like spell check English or something.
No, I think he was English. I think.
No, I mean it was broken English. It was English words, but it did not make sense. I don't know if like spell check butchered him up or if this guy was just bad.
Who knows?
But like he was basically saying something about he sent an email late and asked for a free game, and it's like, what are you talking about? So this is for you listeners. We appreciate all that you do for us and your support. So anyways, let's wrap things up. We have no listener feedback this week. If you have any questions, comments, any type of feedback, suggestions for a main topic, write in to podcast@avcontinues.com, and we will read it on the show depending on, if it's a family-friendly question or, if you're going to, like, I might have to bleep some words out if you don't make a family-friendly question, but yeah, just send it in. I appreciate whenever a listener writes in and asks a question. So other than that, want to do my regular plugs and plug Nathan Becker, also known as Ectogemia, Ectogemia. He did the intro song for Out of Continues. If you're listening to the MP3. If you're watching this on YouTube, you didn't hear the song. Go to the MP3. You'll hear it. It's a cool song. It's our theme song.
Yup.
Also, check out Return of Etheria, War of Realms. Etheria is spelled Aetheria. So returnofetheria.org. I am the lead game designer for Return of Etheria, War of Realms, which will be a massive multiplayer augmented reality game played at Indie PopCon. It's going to have a huge booth right next to the Oculus booth, and they're going to have this big 90-inch touchscreen table. It's going to be awesome. Check it out. Check it out.
check it out.
Check it out. Other than that, check out Beware the Bully, as I mentioned earlier before. Staffa.hasani.com/bewarethebully. I'm going to leave a link in the show notes. Do you guys have anything you want to plug?
Not anything that you haven't plugged already with Indie PopCon or booth.
I want to thank your dad for doing the lawn work, and the dogs.
My dog for barking.
Yeah, they all wanted a piece of this Out of Continues action.
And for Robert calling in.
And oh yeah, my family's calling in too. Shout out to my family. Love you. Other than that, if you enjoy what you've been hearing, support us by liking us on Facebook, following us on Twitter, leave an iTunes review, or you can contact by email, which is podcast@outofcontinues.com. All of these can be found on the website, which is www.outofcontinues.com. You can also give me a tweet. I am at SayedStafa, that is SayedStafa. If you're watching this on YouTube, which is youtube.com/outofcontinues, give us a thumbs up, a like. That would really help us out. Subscribe, and leave a comment if you want. Share. Yeah, if you like us on Facebook, share our Facebook, on your wall. That would really help us out. Other than that, I'd like to thank my guest host for joining me today, Adam.
Thank you for having me.
James.
Thank you as well.
And with that said, I am Staffa.
Rob Van Dam?
Sayed Stafa.
Staffa. So, peace out, everybody.
Burst out. And recording.
Go Gadget Weed Eater.
Oh.
I'm roasting. Open that door.
Open the bottom window.
Open that door.
Open the bottom window while
I
we're
am
not
working
recording.
on this.
Well, we're in between recordings, so let's open doors.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Open
Yeah.
that window while we're not recording.
Yeah.
And I'm talking about the bottom one. Oh. Oh. Yeah, you have to do that and then do that.
Oh crap! I'm still recording video.
I don't care. I'm stretching and moving and getting up.
Stop.